Hey, what's up guys? It's Jay. It's been a while, hasn't it? I haven't really done one of these reviews in a while, and just things have been kind of busy, things kind of hectic, kind of crazy, but yeah, whatever, I don't know. So the reason I decided to come back and do one of these reviews is because I actually have a special opportunity to do a review on a very special yo-yo. I don't get this opportunity very often, but I actually came across a yo-yo that is fairly new, and it's from a brand new yo-yo company. And basically, this yo-yo is the very first yo-yo from this company, and the people behind it are very young, and it's like a really awesome to see like a fresh start from someone so young and getting into the yo-yo scene and breaking into the world of like thousands of yo-yos, or maybe not thousands, probably more like hundreds, but still a lot of yo-yos in the world. And to see someone really new getting into this and actually coming out with a successful product is, I think, amazing. So basically, with that said, today I get the awesome opportunity to do a review on Riverbay Yo-Yo's Bobcat. So as I mentioned before, the Bobcat is a brand new yo-yo out of a brand new company known as Riverbay Yo-Yos. And I have it here, and first of all, I have to say I'm quite impressed by the fact that the new company actually has their own like box with the graphics in there and everything. It's like, this is really cool. Usually a lot of new companies, you know, they have like a first release and they won't even have anything. Maybe they'll have like a brown cardboard box or something, or maybe, I don't know, just something really basic. But the fact that as a first yo-yo, they already have like their box looking really nice, the graphic, which is super cool. Now the box says, check us out, Riverbay. They have a Facebook page and they have an Instagram, so I'll be linking that in the description as well. But yeah, already from the get-go, that's a good impression that they got their stuff together. Yeah. So from the get-go, taking a look at the yo-yo, it has a resemblance to me of I'd say like a cross between maybe the Yo-Yo Factory Too Hot and the Yo-Yo Factory Shutter, which are two actually really good yo-yos. So the fact that it has that kind of similar look to it, sort of a blending of the two, is actually a wonderful thing, I think. It's a very, very smooth finish on this yo-yo, and it looks like it's gonna have a really nice finger spin, like dimple, or I'm not really sure what you call that inside in there, but looks like that'll be pretty good. So I'm excited to give this a try. Yeah. Now it's worth mentioning that the Bobcat that I have here is actually a B grade. There were A grades and there were B grades. I decided to go ahead and just pick out one of these, the B grades. And I was told that the B grades were either B grades for anodization issues, or they also might have had a little bit of vibe. So we'll give this a throw in just a little bit and see, how much it handles, some different tricks and based on how much vibe it has. But from the get-go, I don't see any sort of anodization defect at all, so hopefully it's not too much of a vibe, but we'll be keeping that in mind that the one I am using is a B grade. So of course, with that said, if there is vibe issues, I'm not really going to talk about that much, because simply that's the B grade. But of course, like the shape, how the yo-yo handles itself, those are things that we'll be talking about in this review. So the specs of this yo-yo, the yo-yo actually comes in at 65.9 grams in terms of its weight, which is a perfect weight. 65, anywhere around the 65 gram area is actually pretty much like the prime spot to have your yo-yo. Especially for the size of the yo-yo, it is slightly like a little bit oversized. 65, originally it's going to play a little bit light, but we'll give it a throw and see how that is. But yeah, 65.9 grams, I think that's spot on, really good weight there. The diameter of the yo-yo is 56.9 millimeters, and the width of the yo-yo is 45.1. And looking inside, the yo-yo has a concave bearing, which is alright. A lot of people who know me know that I usually prefer flat bearings. I usually don't like the whole like concave U string centering fancy blah 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 blah. But it's alright, sort of trying to get used to some concaves, because honestly flat bearings are kind of getting obsolete, unfortunately. So that's probably, I'd say, like in terms of what the community likes, it's a good choice for a bearing to include in this yo-yo. So, good on that. Already I'm noticing that in the hand, the yo-yo feels very nice. All the edges on this yo-yo, or lack of edges I should say, are actually really rounded. There are a lot of yo-yos that have like kind of a sharp feeling to them, or maybe it just doesn't fit very comfortably in the hand or the paw, you know. But yeah, it feels really nice. Just holding it, I can tell like, you know, it's not going to be a yo-yo that's going to hurt me when I catch it. So with that said, we're going to get the gloves on and we'll give this yo-yo a shot, take it through the paces, try some different kinds of tricks, horizontal, you know, slack tricks, speed combos, front style, everything that I can possibly do. And we'll see how it goes. I'll also include some pictures so you can get a closer look and some comparisons. Alright, so I'll see you guys then. So upon the first throw of the Bobcat, I definitely noticed that this is a very fast-moving yo-yo, which actually kind of suits the name. The Bobcat definitely tends to go through tricks a little bit on the quicker side compared to other yo-yos that I've thrown, and I feel like that makes the Bobcat actually a very good competition yo-yo. Definitely noticing that thanks to the low walls of the Bobcat, this yo-yo is perfect for horizontal. A lot of the horizontal tricks that I was doing seem to flow really well. The yo-yo is able to stay on plane quite nicely, and it seems like, you know, anything, no matter if I was doing just like a lot of railing combos or if I was doing horizontal Eli hops, everything wanted to stay on that perfect plane. So it seems like this yo-yo definitely has a lot of wonderful horizontal capabilities. The gap on the yo-yo is nice and wide, so it seems like a lot of the combos that I do, which involve a lot of like rolling and unrolling, are handled quite well in this yo-yo. I think that the bearing and the gap definitely helps a lot in that. It seems like the speed combos that I do, which involves, as you know, like a lot of different kinds of like bunching up of strings on each other and then unrolling them. Some yo-yos, tricks like that, they can get a little bit snagged, but on the Bobcat it seems like it handles it really well. So I was pretty happy with that. After throwing the Bobcat for a while though, I definitely feel like it's not exactly an everyday sort of yo-yo. I can't really see myself using this yo-yo just as like chilling out and practicing. Maybe if I'm practicing for a contest, but definitely this yo-yo is more along the lines of more of like a serious, like competitive yo-yo, or maybe like something if you're gonna be doing some like die-hard, like intense practice. But don't let that sway you, because definitely like there's a place for that kind of yo-yo, and this is definitely like a top-tier high-performance yo-yo. Maybe something like that's a little smaller and not as fast-moving might be something more for like kind of a chillax, laid-back sort of style. But this is definitely catered more, I feel like personally, to like a competition-style yo-yo. Overall, definitely a very good yo-yo. I was quite pleased with how smooth it was. I was a little bit concerned with vibe actually, because I was told that this is a B grade, but I actually found that this yo-yo has no vibe. So with no vibe, no anodization defects, I don't know. I mean, I guess they have really high standards over what they're giving you, but if this is a B grade, I mean, gosh, I don't know. I guess the A grades must be something incredible then, because this is actually fine. So in conclusion, I am very impressed by this Bobcat. I mean, the fact that it's such a new company and they can come out with something that's really, really a powerhouse of a yo-yo is really, really impressive to me. And huge kudos to Riverbay Yo-Yos for being able to actually put something out like this. It's really rare that a lot of companies, you know, all the time you have these kids coming out who are like, oh hey, I'm gonna make a yo-yo and I have prototypes and guys, you should come check this out. And it's like, you know, a lot of those don't end up very successful. I've seen so many situations like that in the past. But like this is actually amazing what they managed to do here. And I really look forward to seeing what Riverbay Yo-Yos does in the future. Because as a first release, this is really good. So huge, 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 huge props to you guys for pulling something like this off. So with that said, that's going to be the conclusion of this review. I'll include some links in the description to some links where you can actually like pick up the yo-yo. It's so far from what I've seen, the yo-yo is actually available like personally through one of the owners, but as I learn more, I'll keep the links updated and whatnot. But for now, definitely, like, if you can find this, highly recommend it, definitely. So, with that said, I'm going to be concluding this review, so thank you so much for watching, and be on the lookout for more reviews in the future. I know it's been a while, I'm a very busy cat, so I don't always have time to do it all the time, but I definitely have some reviews planned in the future, some more things, so we'll see what happens, right? Thank you so much for watching, and this is SkillCheetah for SkillCheetah, and I look forward to seeing you guys sometime soon. Thank you for watching. See ya.